Are you thinking about moving to Nanaimo, British Columbia, and you're concerned about being marooned on an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean? Well, I'm going to explain to you why we call this the hub city. We are literally the central point of Vancouver Island to get to all the amazing things that you can do in this beautiful place. Come with me, I'm going to explain how to get here and what you're going to do in Nanaimo, British Columbia. Before we get started, if you have a second, give us a like or subscribe. It lets us know what we're doing, you like, and you want to see more of it. Now, without any further ado, let's talk about living the island life. Is Nanaimo too remote? I would say no. We're actually the second largest city on Vancouver Island with a population of around 100,000 humans. Now, I love making videos about living here because it's so fantastic, but what makes it even better is all the amazing communities that surround us. Places such as Parksville, Qualicum, Nanoose, Lanceville, Ladysmith, Chemainus, and the lakes like Lake Cowichan or Shawnigan Lake. All of these places are within an hour's drive of Nanaimo and make this one of the most amazing places to live. Now, first things first, how do we get to Vancouver Island? At its shortest point, the mainland is 19 kilometers away from Vancouver Island, meaning that unless you have gills or wings, you're probably going to need some assistance to get to Nanaimo. And there's a few different ways to do this. BC Ferry operates two different ferry terminals here in Nanaimo, British Columbia, Duke Point and Departure Bay. Now, to arrive at Departure Bay, you're going to depart from Horseshoe Bay in West Vancouver. This sailing takes around an hour and 40 minutes, and you can either walk on as a passenger or bring on your car. Now, the second option is to go to Tsawwassen. Tsawwassen Terminal is found in Delta, BC, and that'll take you to the Duke Point Ferry. Now, this ride is about 2 hours long, and more commercial vehicles typically use this method, so just be aware of that. Now, fares generally are around $80 for a car and a person and around $20 just to walk on, but it's a really good idea to check their website that I've linked up above so you can look into fares when you ride BC ferries to Nanaimo. Seaplanes are a trademark here in Nanaimo, British Columbia, and there's multiple different carriers that can take you all over Vancouver Island. But the two main carriers are Sea Air and Harbour Air, and they're both located right in downtown Nanaimo. These flights take only about 15 to 20 minutes to arrive here in Nanaimo, and they cost anywhere from about $80 to $150. Sea Air is located in Departure Bay right next to the Departure Bay ferries. And as you fly in, it is triumphant as you come over Newcastle Island and land into Departure Bay next to all the ferries and boats. It really is a great experience. Harbour Air is located right in the harbor of Nanaimo, British Columbia, right next to the Lighthouse Pub and Bistro, which doubles as their terminal. Now, I can't explain to you how beautiful it is as you fly into downtown Nanaimo, past the wharfs where all the fishermen are fishing for crab, and you get to see the stunning surroundings that is Nanaimo, British Columbia. It drops my jaw every single time. Now, if you're looking for a little bit more of a luxury experience, I highly recommend that you look into Helijet. These are amazing luxury helicopters that fly you over the Gulf Islands and land in Nanaimo at their beautiful terminal. I can't explain this to you. It's an unparalleled experience. And also a little idea, it's an amazing way to go for a date night. Fly into downtown Vancouver, catch a dinner and a show, or grab the boys and fly in for a Canucks game. Now, as I said, it is a luxury experience, so you're going to be paying a premium around $200. But I have linked down below to Helijet so you can go and look into trying this out because you will not regret it. Nanaimo does have a regional airport located just 10 minutes south of the city in a small little community called Cassidy. Now, it only has service from places such as Calgary, Edmonton, and Vancouver, and possibly Kelowna. I'm not sure about that. So just be prepared. More than likely, if you want to go somewhere else, you're probably going to need to get connecting flights or do what I do. I just take a seaplane into Richmond, and then I hop on my plane in Vancouver and go wherever the heck I want. Now, all these amazing modes of transportation makes Nanaimo one of the best places to live because it's so easy to get on and off of the island from this jump point, and also being centrally located to get us to all the amazing communities that surround Nanaimo, British Columbia. Now, an interesting little personal story. A couple months ago, I went over to Vancouver to visit my nieces who were going to have a ringette tournament. And as I boarded the ferry, I realized it'd been 3 years since I left the island. It's amazing, but when you're over there, on the mainland, you're constantly wanting to get back and saying crazy things like, I need to get back to my island, because this place leaves a mark on you and it's hard to explain. I hope you get to live the island life soon. And if you want to learn more about doing so, I'd definitely check out this video right up here, or this video right up here.